the question is, if someone hurts me and I suffer, then that is my prarabdha, that is result of my past actions, or is it a new karma by that person? This is a very intelligent question. So from some of you only somebody has asked this, and I found it very, very deep. So from the law of karma, we all know that whatever we experience in our life, yogic philosophy believes that somewhere it is the result of my past actions. And then I also have the freedom to do the new karma. So the person here wants to know, if he is being hurt by someone, then he should take it as his own destiny, or it is a new karma that comes in the account of that person for which he will experience a result later. So I request the learned audience here to share their view and knowledge about this. Kindly unmute and you can share your views.
So,
Shubhankar.
good morning, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Prachi here, sir.
Ha, Prach.
So what I feel is, as we don't remember our past, I mean, currently, because currently, whatever I'm in current janma, I remember those stuff only. So I will not be able to make out which is result of my past action and currently what I'm doing. So what I feel, sir, so whatever I'm doing currently in my current awareness should be sattvic karma. And as you are already, I mean, always tells that without any, I mean, just surrender to God, and whatever we are doing should be sattvic, and so that we can raise to a spiritual journey. So which is in our control, we should keep on doing in good faith and in good terms. So yeah, that is my views. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Prachi. The main thing here is that the person, who has asked this question wants to know uh, what should be my attitude, when I uh, suffer, if somebody hurts me. He wants to have this deeper understanding. Student, anyone would like to say anything? Kanchan or Gautam?
Sir, the question like if someone hurts here, the thing is, hurts means here once a person becomes positive attitude towards their health, and if they are resilient enough, they won't feel hurted. It depends on the person who takes it, whether he got hurt or not. It
Hmm.
always depends on like asmita klesha, we can say, I-ness. How much deeper they have this I-ness sense, they may feel this hurt.
So what is your answer to this question?
Uh, as we are doing yoga as in this path, we should try to avoid kleshas as much as we can. We should not be having attitude of I am doing it. I am responsible. So if once a person is able to do that, it automatically happens. He won't feel hurted.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gautam. Anjuji.
Namaskar, sir. Sorry. Sir, if I am in a particular situation that I get hurt because of someone, how I look at it is currently, if I am in a particular situation, is of course my prarabdha that has got me here. But how I respond to it now is a choice that has been given to me by nature. And that particularly will determine what my future karma, I mean, this is how I behave is my in my particular situation is a choice that I have. And what the person who has hurt me, that is his he has to face his own consequences. But for me, It is, I have a choice, I will say, as to how I react. I can feel bad, I can let it go like an upeksha, or I can uh, forgive and move on.
Wonderful.
So much I can.
Wonderful, Anjuji. So Anjuji actually says that both are happening. She says that it is her prarabdha also, and it is a karma of that another person also. So he will have the consequences, but she, based on her prarabdha, is uh, going through it, but she will try to use her freedom to respond. Okay. Anybody else? Yes. Yes.
Sir, I'm Gandhi speaking. Yes. If someone hurts me, I suffer. So it's all depends upon your reaction. So that is a reaction means, for example, Gautam Buddha, as somebody, as when he was meditating, somebody was abused like anything. The disciple was sitting next to him, asked him, "Now, why you are not reacted?" So he says, whatever he told, it is, I have not received, it is gone. And it is, so how you take it, it is all depends. And somebody who is abusing or hurting us, so, and pointing towards he may be showing index finger, but other three fingers will be pointing to him also. So that means when somebody is hurting or abusing or making, so they will have the reactions in their body also. So
Okay.
there is hormone changes will be there, and all those things, they will also be hurt. And whereas we, prarabdha, how you are brought up, how you take it, how you tuned to receive it or not, or to answer the his abuse or hurt. Later only I will come and answer you like that if you think. And if you are trained like that, we cannot say it is a prarabdha. You are trained, and so the law of you are trained because of your training. So we cannot say it is a prarabdha.
Oh, so if somebody, if there is a lady, who has been married to a person who has become a drunkard, and that person every day comes and beats that lady, so what would you say? It is a prarabdha of this lady, or it is a new karma of the person who is beating her, or it is both?
Uh, it is a new karma. So
Oh,
because uh, she has married, and she has not studied about that person, and without knowing about him, and he married, so she has to suffer that one, or she has to look for something else, or she has to divorce, or she has to change him. That is the law law of action.
very beautiful, very beautiful. So Gandhi sir is very clear. He says that it is not a prarabdha. It is a new karma of the person who is doing it. It is not the destiny of that lady. Okay, wonderful. Anybody else? Any other views? Any other point you want to share on, helping this person who has asked this question?
Sir, Namaste, Lalita here.
Yes,
Can I
Lalit.
say something, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, I feel, hurt is caused because of getting hurt. So
Mm.
when a person feels they are hurt, they in turn want to hurt the other. So there is, it's a, I think more or less a inbuilt reaction that comes. But what I believe is, just because somebody has hurt you, you hurting them back, then there's no difference between the two of us. So this process will just continue. So we should immediately try to analyze why the hurt has happened and just let it be. Do not react in the same way, because then, we'll be hurting ourselves also ultimately.
Mm.
And the second thing about karma, yes, sir, I do believe it is our karma, yes, that we have to get hurt. There is something which has guided that, hurt to happen.
Oh,
But wishing that the other person will face his karma, that is not our role. We should not, you know, wish that the other person faces his bad karma or her bad karma. It's not for us to say that. We should just allow them to realize and that their karma is theirs. We cannot wish it on them. That's what I feel, sir.
Oh, yes. So Lalita ji says that there is a destiny, there is some karma. That is why that person has got this thought to hurt me. It is my karma also. But I should not think that this karma, this person will get his karma and all that. So this is really, very interesting that we are getting very contrasting views and makes this discussion very interesting. So Surya ji, then Raghunath
सर
ji.
गुड मॉर्निंग
भास्कर जी आप उसके बाद में बोल सकते हैं, पहले सूर्या जी, फिर रघुनाथ जी, उसके बाद भास्कर जी. हाँ, ओके,
Okay.
प्लीज कीप योर
Good
आंसर टू द
morning, sir.
पॉइंट. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. So, sir, I agreed with what Anju ji said that yes, our past life has brought out to this certain action which is happening in our current life. How we react to the situation, that is totally in our control. And if that person's intention is there to hurt us or do something bad, that is their karma, and we should not wish ill for it. Up to here, I agree. But then, sir, this is my own query now. If it's either we feel bad or we should let it go or forgive and move forward. So if we say that it is to forgive and move forward, then aren't we allowing that person who has done that bad karma to hurt to get away with it? If we have to forgive everyone who's doing bad, then when does that person, the perpetrator of the crime or that bad action, uh, get get to understand that he's doing something wrong, he or she is doing something wrong, or is hurting with the intended purpose? That is my little query to this question. I
Yes,
mean,
very,
somebody
very,
answer. I mean, help.
very important query, and we will try to answer that as well. So Surya ji's point is, if I keep forgiving and the person keeps hurting, it will, not doing anything will encourage that person to do more harm. So what should we do? Okay, Kambam Raghunath ji.
Morning, sir. Sir, when some other hurts me, I
हाँ,
must also feel whether I'm responsible for that particular hurting.
हाँ,
Nobody
हाँ.
would do that unless there is some response from my side also. If it is there from my side, I must see whether I could just correct myself or I could look into the situation, how I could ease the matter as it is. That's what I feel, because nobody hurts just for like that unless there is a person who has been either because of the circumstances he has hurt me. That's what I feel about it.
Kambam Raghunath ji, I think you are living in a very, very sattvic world. If you look at newspaper every day, there are rapes, there are murders of innocent people. So it is not correct that nobody hurts without without you doing anything. There are innocent people getting harmed and hurt. So is it their prarabdha? That is the question. Or it is the new karma of the person. Varun ji. भास्कर जी. भास्कर जी.
सर गुड मॉर्निंग सर गुड
Yes,
मॉर्निंग सर
yes.
ये प्रारब्ध का मैं समझा नहीं, मगर अपन जिसको तो हर्ट कर रहे ना,
हाँ,
अपन उसका रिजल्ट फिर पाते
उसका रिजल्ट अपने को आता है, लेकिन क्वेश्चन ये है कि
100%।
जैसे कोई इंसान मुझे हर्ट कर रहा है, तो वो मेरा पास्ट कर्म के कारण मुझे हर्ट कर रहा है या उस इंसान का नया कर्म है? मतलब मैंने पिछले जन्म में कुछ गलत किया था, इसीलिए वो इंसान अभी मुझे हर्ट कर रहा है, ऐसा है या नहीं है?
वो रियलाइज नहीं कर सकते सर, अपन जिसको हर्ट कर रहे हैं वो अपन भी वो हर्ट पाते। ये मेरा प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस है।
So Bhaskar ji goes with the second part, that the person who is doing that karma will get a result. That is definitely there. Okay, Radharani ji, and then Anju ji. Yeah.
Sir, Namaskar. Good morning, sir.
Namaskar.
Sir, here I want to see with the age difference, as just now you told. there are so many rapes and all. See, if because I work with sexual offense cases with the police station, it's at NGO. So you see, if you are elderly people, if somebody is hurt, so before that we might have some different communication. So we might have hurt them, so they might have hurt me. Okay, in present. Or if suffering is happening for 2 years, baby, 2 years baby will not be done anything to the person who has hurt that baby. So in that case, should we think it should be a prarabdha karma?
That is the question, madam. What do you think?
So as we believe all these scriptures and all, so in that case, what I believe, here we can take it as a parents are not taken properly, parents are left her because alone, so that girl get that kind of problem. But in other way, we can take it as a prarabdha karma only, sir, because 2 years, maybe 3 years.
That maybe did something in the past life.
Yeah, sir, I feel that so. Because we got the cases 2 months baby faced the sexual assault, sir. 2 months baby.
Yeah, those are all there. So the point is, you agree that it is a prarabdha of the thing because she would have done something in the past life.
Yes, sir. It will be. That's what. If it is a difference, it's a prarabdha karma only, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anjuji, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Just wanted to, sorry, couldn't clarify as much in my action. Sorry, in the freedom of action that I have, I wanted to continue from there and responding to Suryaji was that it is Krishna ji never said, or Lord Krishna never said to Arjuna ki Baba forgive and sit down. He asked to fight back. So it is, I have the option kartum akartum anyatha kartum samartha. So I need to, depending on the situation, there are certain things I cannot do anything about. And if I'm feeling bad about it, yes, fair enough, be there, but I cannot get stuck with it. Then I have to move on. But there's something definitely can do about. For example, if there is somebody in the NGO and can do something about it, please, this is you are in the position of influence, please do something about it. But something like somebody like me reading in the paper, feeling really bad about it, I can just pray. I can't do more than that because I just do not know what else I can do at my position today. That's all. Not saying I will forgive that person. Thank you, sir. That's all.
I agree with your point, Anjuji. Definitely, we should try to put our loved one at our place, while taking such decisions. If your loved one was at your place, would you not try to do justice for him? In the same way, one should try to do justice for oneself also. The question is, even when, Arjuna was killing the Kauravas, at the evening, when they were dying, Krishna would go and meet them and Krishna would bless them. So the thing is, karma has to be done, but you should not get very deep-seated, that hatred, that kind of a anguish, revenge in your heart. That is more harmful for you. So you should try to protect yourself, but do not take it too deep within yourself. So action should be done, but action should be done superficially, not very deep. So even when, the Karna was killed, people were killed there, you could see that there was a smile on the face of Krishna always. So he didn't say Arjuna to run away from the war, but at the same time, he also said that you have to be free from raga and dvesha and do the thing as a role model for the society. What things you want to perpetuate, what thing you do not want. But there should not be personal raga and dvesha in responding. But that doesn't prevent you to do the action to protect yourself or people around. Okay, so that answers Suryaji's question. But we are on this question now. This has become a very, very important topic to discuss now. So should we move to the scriptures? Anybody, any last point?
Sir, namaste. Shivappa sir, ನಾನು.
Yeah. ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ ನಾನು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್, ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಅದೇ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ನನ್ನ ಏನು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂತ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂಥರ ಇರುಸು ಮುರುಸು ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಂದರೆ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಅದು. ಇವನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇವನೇ ನೇಮ್ ತಗೋತಾನೆ, ಇವನೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂಥರ ಅವ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಥರ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಪಾಲಕರಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವನಾಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಆಸೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ನಾನು?
ವರುಣ್ ಜಿ, ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಪುಟಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂಗಳವಾರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಿ, ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಸರಿ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಾನು ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ
ಸರಿ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂಗಳವಾರ ಇರಿ. ಸರಿ,
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಶಶಿ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ವ್ಯೂಸ್.
Namaste, sir. I was just wondering, listening to the comments of the learned people, I just remembered a story of a saint and a scorpion. A scorpion was in water and drowning. The saint would pick it up out of water. It will sting the saint and again fall. He will just jerk and put it back in the water. The same thing was happening again and again. And somebody asked, why are you picking it up? It hurts you and you just jerk it away and falls back in water. Then you again pick it up. The same thing repeats. And his answer was, this is my nature and that's its nature. उसका स्वभाव है बिच्छू का काटना, मेरा स्वभाव है उसको बचाना. So it's pravritti also that goes with the things. It's not always karma, it's pravritti also. From where it comes, it's different thing, but it's pravritti also. Some people are meant to hurt others. Some people are of that type only. You can't change them, you can't help them. So that was one story I was just thinking when I was listening to the conversation.
Okay, thank you so much, Shashi sir. Shashi ji says that there is a inherent nature, of the things and of the people around, like the scorpion has to bite, So yeah, that argument is correct. But as a human being, I am not bound by nature and I have the freedom. That also we have to understand. Okay, so we are now in a situation where we have this question, and let us try to see what Bhagavad Gita has to say on this. So Krishna definitely, puts this forward that one should try to understand the nature of action. Karmano yapi bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gehna karmano gatihi. So you must understand that there are different types of actions. There are recommended action, nitya karma na tyajet. There are forbidden actions, vikarmanaha, and there is a possibility of doing inaction. As Anjuji was saying, kartum akartum manyatha kartum. So the way the karmas are processed is very profound. Gehna karmano gatihi. It is very, very difficult to understand. Okay. Then when you go into Bhagavad Gita properly, you see that the karma, whenever you say something as a karma, it involves, certain kind of steps. What are those steps when you say that something is a karma? New karma involves thinking. It involves attachment with the thought, a proper determination and planning to act, and a conscious execution of the act. Whenever these phenomena are involved, then it is a new karma by the doer. Such karma has nothing to do with prarabdha of another and will have its results for the doer. So please understand, I am walking, and I couldn't pay attention and I just walked, and there a frog came under my feet, or a dog came under my feet and got killed. So you have to understand that when I am not conscious of my action, I am driving, dog came, dog got killed. I was not conscious. I tried to apply my brake, dog came in. That is the prarabdha of the dog, where I did not have the conscious choice to choose. Suddenly I open an almirah, and within the door of that almirah, a lizard is there and the lizard gets killed. Now this is the prarabdha, where I am just used as an instrument. I couldn't do the action. Or by mistake, I do an accident and kill somebody. I try to apply brake, or I turn my car somewhere, and in saving somebody, I kill somebody. So these are all the karmas which are not counted as new karma for the doer, because there is no conscious process of having a thought, having a sankalpa, and then execution of that action. If that is going on, if that has been done, then it is a new karma. And this new karma has nothing to do with the prarabdha of another, because human beings have been given that kind of a freedom. Bhagavad Gita clearly says that you completely have the freedom to do karma or vikarma or akarma. Kartum akartum anyatha kartum shaktah. So that is your power. I, as a human being, can rise to the level of devatva, can go even beyond that. Even the deity that we worship, the Krishna, Shiva, they were human being, and they rose to those heights, became one with the Brahman, with the very source of creation. They united themselves. This is one possibility. At the same time, a human being, jaganya gunavrittisthaha adho gachanti tamasaha. They get into a loop of jaganya karma, one after another, one after another, one after another. And then get more and more constricted, more and more dense, more and more ignorant. And then they reach a state where they become utterly destructive. That is the other extreme of existence. You can become a Rakshasa. You can become a huge monster. So on one side is the Brahmatva, on one side is this kind of a manifestation of a human being. And Bhagavad Gita says, Urdhvam gachanti sattvasthaha. Sattvic person goes up toward the Devatva. Jaganya gunavrittisthaha adho gachanti tamasaha. Tamasic person keeps going down. Rajasa madhye tishthanti rajasa. Rajasic person remains there in between. So a tamasic person, when he thinks, when he plans, he can bring, a kind of a karma which has nothing to do with a sattvic person. A robber enters into the house of a family, kills people and robs. So this kind of a thinking that, oh, they would have done something in the past, so the thief came and that is why they were robbed and killed. This is a very wrong way of thinking of the karma theory. It is not correct. It is not according to the Shastras, and it makes us very, very insensitive and incompassionate. So please avoid this kind of a thinking. Therefore, what we should do is try our best, in preventing such karmas from happening. And whoever is suffering, you should try to help him, because this is not the prarabdha of that person. It is a new account that is being opened by the doer, and it will be settled there. And for the other aspect, I have already told you that without raga dvesha, one should always try to do justice for oneself, as one would do for one's loved one as well. So therefore, Krishna says how these karmas, when they are planned, how this karma manifests. Dhyayato vishyan. So first, there is thinking about the object of the senses. Then there is attachment. Sangasteshu pujayate. Sanghat sanjayate kama. Then comes the desire, I should possess it. Kamat krodho vijayate. Then comes the passion to do it. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. And then his buddhi gets completely bewildered. And he loses all the memories, all the teaching that were there. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Memory gets confused. Smriti bhramshad buddhi nasho. Then the person loses his level of buddhi nashat pranashati, and falls below his level of his humanity or his human tendency, and becomes an animal. So these are karmas, these are new karmas to be settled. And there is nothing that these innocent people have done in the past life to deserve that, if it is a karma from a human being. Okay? But if it is happening by an animal, by nature, they are all prarabdha. Or from a human being unintentionally. Also, if somebody gets hurt, it is a prarabdha. But But if another human being is going through this cycle of dhyayato vishayan pumsaha and buddhi nashat pranashyati, then it is his own conscious choice. And it is here that we have to be careful. Another thing that I have observed is people who do good karma, who are very sattvic, they also become little careless. They think, I have always done everybody's good. Nobody can harm me. So therefore, they take unnecessary risks. In the night also, they go alone. They think that I am a good karma person. I am a sattvic person. So I have never done anything wrong. So God will protect me. So they go in the dead of the night in a risky area. Please do not do this. God has given you buddhi to understand. Shastra are clear. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones. And do not think that the other person does not have the capability of initiating a new karma, even if you are the most pious person on this earth. So you have to apply your yukti, your buddhi, and take decisions in this way in your life. I request people here to please contemplate on these thoughts. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Sir, a little thought on this. Please help me to understand whether it is a new karma or not. Say, for example, currently exams are going on and kid is not studying. So I am telling since 1 week, so please study, please study. But yesterday, I hit him and he got hurt on his leg. And so I felt so much guilty. So can you please help me here to know whether it is a new karma from my side? How it will be?
You only observe, Prachi. Did you go through this cycle? What is written here? Did you, get into attachment? Then that attachment led to desire. Desire led to anger. Anger bewildered your memory covered your intellect, and then you did this action. Did you go through this cycle? If yes,
Yes, sir.
it is a
Yes,
karma.
sir. But if I let him go like this, then he will not do good in his this thing. So shall I leave him as it is?
No, that is the
How
point.
I
I just told this same point. Without raga and dvesha, you have to do your karma. You as a mother, it is your duty that your children should study and should not fail. But then you don't have to go through this cycle to do that karma, to tell them to study. Is it possible for you to do your karma without going through this cycle of raga and dvesha?
I agree, sir. But sometimes patience, like I mean this, I completely agree with
Then you will
this.
have consequences on your body. Your blood pressure will rise. Later on, you will develop hypertension. Then it becomes a karma. You are generating all those things within you. So whatever it is there, we have to learn. Yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yoga is the art of doing the action in the best possible skills, the best possible cognitive attitude. So that inner stability that you develop during the yoga session here, try to maintain that. But that doesn't mean that you become meek and weak. You have to maintain what has to be done, has to be done. But then it can also be done without going through these waves of emotions. So please try to do that. I know it is difficult, but that is our objective. That is our objective. And with abhyasa and vairagya, it is possible.
Sure, sir.
Hemant, can I ask a
Thank you.
Yes, Nandini.
Thank you, sir. But somehow for him it was not working out. I mean, I am observing.
No, you have to hit him
2
also. You
years.
can hit also without raga dvesha. With love, you can hit also. Please understand that the inner cycle that you go through is the problem. It is not the outer action, if it is for the hita of the person.
So, Hemantji, if I can ask you something in this regard, that so the basis of this seems to be attachment.
Yes.
So, is there what we perhaps need to cultivate is a sense of detachment? So, is it detachment and acting with detachment that this is telling us, this particular shloka, that you can act, but it's important to also remain detached?
Yes, Nandini ji, the shloka, it is very important because it tells us that the loop of all this starts with the thinking process. There is a spurna, there is a spontaneous desire that comes in to go toward the object. And then if I continue thinking about it, and then that attachment comes when, see, I say that I like cake, and then then when I reach a state where I want cake and I can't live without cake, that progression that happens is something which I only permit. I keep on thinking about it. So the shloka says that with your viveka, in the very initial stages, can you free yourself, telling that I am an observer of the body. I am an observer of my emotions. I am not that. They cannot sway me away. So I will be judicious and no wave can take me into its own force. I will moderate how much of it is to be manifested, to what extent. Yes, my tongue wants the cake, but how much to give, whether to give or not, I have the freedom. So my tongue will not be able to pull me as if I am an animal. So that is the whole concept here about our attitude and yoga karmasu kaushal. It requires you to establish yourself in your own nature first. The session that we do here, the calmness that you feel, you have to hold on to it. Japa also is a very powerful way to strengthen that sense of awareness. There are 3 shariras: Sthul Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, and Karan Sharira. You are neither of them. These desires, fundamentally in the Karan Sharira, there are deep emotions: Lobha, Moha, and Krodha. They get into the energy system, then you identify yourself with it, then your I-ness attaches to it. I want, I eat, then you cannot control it. But right in the Karan Sharira, when it emerges and you are able to get into even beyond that and say that I am not this, I am an observer of this, then you gain that control with your viveka, with your mastery. And the earlier you control it, it is better to control it. The later stages you try to control it, the more impossible it becomes to control it. So this is what Krishna wants to say here. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Very
you so much.
excellent.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste.